Peck's going to take contact here down by the steps early on. 3 players. And it looks like they're going on a fact-finding mission from the Astralis side. So, ooh, this could be a little rough. Stairs fight going well for Spirit. They've got this control. They've got the space towards B, especially with the mid lurks. The rotation's going to be tricky. Device is ahead of it. Device is ahead of it, but now they revealed that Device is going to be super isolated. He can't count on reinforcement. He's trying to withdraw to set that up, but in doing so gets caught by Potsy, and this is looking like a non-starter. BlameF working his way up the flank, but it's very late, and well, if no one's on the front, they can surely focus on the flank. And BlameF is just going to tuck and hope for an overextension.
Still got 2 nades on Spirit. Wonder where those came from. Maybe they were even on the CT players.
I think if I had to
Surely
guess...
Wonderfuls was.
Yeah, that has to be it. You're right. I was wondering whether they were maybe saving them if they don't get contact on the B steps to nade default. Can be quite a nice way to take the B player out if you're playing solo, just so that you can not even have to face without, you know, annihilating the guy.
It's not a bad idea, but on a pistol round it can be quite the...
Here's the real test for Spirit. Just insane to me that one player solo with a USP managed to stall them out entirely in a round. Chopper gonna get traded. That's worth it. Get Device out of play. Open up the middle of the map. Here we go. We're off to the races in round number 4.
Scrambling Astralis to readjust. There's a gap in the bottom right. I didn't even know how Patsy found that opportunity, but he would take it every day of the week. And Astralis have been forced around this map ever so much. The Glaive is having to play a passive angle. They're playing 1 apiece. 1 here, 1 in mid. That's Zipnix. 1 over towards B. That's Buzz. They have no information outside of knowing a player was ramp 10 seconds ago. Back on Patsy spotted. That's so good. But the trade surely is going to come in. That smoke is unbelievably well timed. Oh my lord. If that smoke wasn't there, Glaive is a dead man.
Instead, the feet spotted. He gets another. And now an advantage for Astralis in what was looking to be a tough situation. Siren and Wonderful need to try and drag this back. Wonderful with that AWP. Got his gun of choice. He's got his opportunity. Siren distracts focus. This will allow Wonderful to get activated, perhaps. Play together. He's just begging Glaive for a swing. Begging Glaive for an overextension. And Glaive, the master of patience and control, is giving him nothing.
Wonderful's clearing.
Side hall. This is going to be interesting. Wonderful on the angle, but not deep enough. Glaive not giving him the fight, but that's a fight he will go out and seek himself. All in a buzz now. Bogdan's law dictates who gets the AK. Who gets the
the HP.
Goodbye, Siren. Oh! How? Hello? It hit on top of the box.
Oh
How
did
it hit
my.
on top of the...
Big gap in mid for this T side. Oh my lord. If Zipnix keeps pushing, he's going to find so much real estate.
Gaining this ground. They are pushing around the edge. They found the space. No one, Jenny.
Spirit can't turn around. They're all in here. They are 5 on A. Every egg is in the A basket. They're going to be so scared to readjust.
Dean leaves Zipex. Device is going to back away. So now the question is, does Zipex try and take this a step further, get down ladder? Because for the time being, Magix is holding for this flank, but eventually, I mean, Spirit has to do something. They haven't gotten a response yet. 55 seconds. Now they'll make their way up the ramp. Utility sailing over. Counter Molly stalls this out. They're going to run out of time on this. But the nades are gone for Astralis. They're completely gone. Everything's out.
Zipnix, flanking.
On that exchange now, Zipex gets activated. What's he going to catch? What's he going to catch? Up the ramp. He's got one. And they're stalling out. They're trying to fight him. 30 seconds. They don't have a lot of time to waste on this. They have to go while these smokes are up. They need to get this bomb planted. And Zipex bails out as well. So there's 4 players here. Zipex just trying to be a ghost on the flank. But I don't think that bomb plant can be denied. There's not the nades here from Astralis to dig it out. So now, even in a 5v4, well, make that a 5v3. He was going to say the arithmetic changes. Patsy's got a cheeky angle. He knows he needs some sort of advantage back, but Glaive reads it. He knows. And now it's all of the Wonderful. Smoke retrieved the smoke up. The plant already being diffused, and Wonderful not long for this world. What a blazing run.
Overall, his presence almost more valuable than anything else in the end. And And he wins them the round. And Spirit, by virtue of losing so many against the USPs and the ecos before, are going to take a big dent in this buy. Tech 9 out. Mac 10 on Patsy. Nades. Quite a few have been deployed already, but they have not got a lot left for a late execute now.
Device gets the opener here. Reflect down the ramp. Siren has gained some space in towards mid. This pinch in towards B could be deadly. You can see Glaive is trying to shift back to adjust it, clearing out from CT. So if he finds first contact here with Chopper, well, he does, but it costs him his life. Buzz down as well, all onto Zipex, who can only get one. So now an advantage for Spirit, and Astralis massively out of position, and it's just Device. This should be the round.
Absolute collapse. Full man advantage for Astralis. Device picks the A lurk, which is Patsy. And it just crumbles from players coming over that mid window, the construction bit into B. Buzz was playing open to the maybe bad comms, or Buzz not used to the position, but on passive end of the spectrum, we're more looking at mid and late round, and that's been absolute virtue. And this one, Chopper completely unaware. Glaive makes it 2. Oh, that's a disaster. Nades were not there at all to catch Glaive, and he fully capitalizes. Astralis, they needed a good position to stabilize their economy, and this round is already looking excellent for them.
Felt like some massive oversights, right? Some big assumptions that no one would challenge that smoke. Buzz 1 for 1, but Device is right there. Another. This is actually, he's found the bomb. That was down towards Fork. My goodness. All right, Device gets an op. That's the best thing. Buy an A1S. Wind up with an op in the round. And what do you do if you're Siren? Economic damage might be the ticket. Winning this round is going to be challenging, considering how removed he is from the C4.
Has Spirit got any loss bonus? I wouldn't have thought it's a great deal. And the answer to that question is no. They're in double eco territory, Mike. They might have to full force this.
That's a nice dink. Andy, bit of aim there for Buzz. Quick flicks. Nade can't finish them off, but
this is going to be a
brittle.
nightmare take for Spirit. They're playing a retake Astralis. They're 2 in mid. See the player in that mid window, the construction area is ready to help B. There's so many players here. Flashes are going to have to be superlative to get past the initial brick wall that Astralis are mounting.
Nade on Device, does barely any damage.
Ooh.
That's a nice boost up, though. Headshot will do a little bit more. Now pressure on. Buzz, what do you got for us? Soft targets, you've softened them up. Now it's time to capitalize. 1 found, 2 found. The rebuff on, provided they don't lose mid, and they don't. This should be comfortable as can be.
Stabilized.
You remember on Nuke they had one of these that went surprisingly well, so let's see if Spirit can make this interesting again. Gonna guess no. Feels like a no, Alan.
Certainly is. Not looking good now. Maybe they would have done better to group up, but...
One thing I noticed, and we'll see it in this next gun round.
Passing,
Siren
full
has
read, full read.
Keeve.
Blames full read. There's a lot of time here. He could sneak all the way into mid, and surely that's his best chance of actually getting something out of this.
If he had a bomb, I mean, it could just be a plant, but he doesn't, and now he's alone. So eventually, you got to imagine, with awareness of mid...
Is Blame gonna... Blame keeps pushing, he'll see bomb, and that might force a move from some of these guys.
Blame is not going to keep pushing, though.
I'd love Passy to actually flank CT spawn, I think. The more you can get into the back lines, the less they're going to anticipate him.
The question becomes, with all this tremendous positioning, how much damage can you possibly do with a Glock, though, before revealing yourself? And now that they've cleared mid, they've cleared all the way through, they're like, where is he? Knife him. Oh my goodness. I love the idea. Interesting. Siren has Keeve stickers on his AK. I haven't thought about even a hot minute. Wonder what prompted that choice.
Who did he... Big?
Big. Yeah.
So he actually got it in a major with Big. Nice.
Yeah. Device takes down Patsy early on here. Maybe it's just a tribute to our German production crew here.
Maybe.
Oh, it's actually not Siren's AK. So someone else has Team Stickers on their AK. I really want to find out who. Glaive and ZipX. Oh, it's this one. It's wonderful. Wait, I'm even more confused now.
Maybe he's planning to have a Kiev-esque blow-up.
There you go. Magic. Kill.
You need to stand up, Magics, before you throw that.
A little awkward. Bomb's in full control of Astralis as well, so this round seems like just generally a non-starter. So we can just admire Wonderful's AK.
Mid has been heavily Astralis whenever they've chosen to fight it. Spirit are really favouring these contact-heavy takes, and... Well, when there's nobody there, it works excellently. Get the space for free, you're playing with pace, you're putting the B players under pressure, but as soon as Astralis have a device in particular on location, it's a bit of a death sentence just swinging out with no utility.
You know, is that from the major where they were exploding the head glitch too? Sorry, I'm in another world right now.
That was Gobby.
I think it's
Gobby Cat
PGL. Isn't that the major that
it was Krakow 17.
The Gamma Boys won?
Yeah, it was that major.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's 17. What it is.
It was the one also where coldzera had 70 kills after 2 maps on day 1. And there's that famous picture of them all standing round.
He likes to feel the breeze.
Spirit really need a plant. I mean, look at the buy.
Right, they're moving in en masse. There's 2 HEs here. These nades could be so punishing. There's the first. Molotov behind it. Patsy takes a lot of that. Spam already effective here. Device trying to gain quarter to fight from. He's going to swing, you'd imagine. Or crouch, as the case may be. Cover given, and that's exactly the fight he was looking for. So Device using the utility to its maximum, as he is so wont to do. Now rifle back on the angle. Device might get run down. And indeed he does. Blamef taking a very conservative angle to this fight. And it'll cost him. 3-on-3, guns rebuffed. Patsy without that armor now has an op, so that makes it a lot more effective. He's got the bomb, because there is 1 HE potentially for that plant spot. Siren, he's got the health to tank it.
What's Astralis going to do? Are they going to sit in this side hall smoke? Yes, they will. Patsy's on the angle. The smoke fade is very advantageous to the players in it. And now it's looking very rough. 20 seconds. Smokes are down for left and right of default. But surely Glaive is going to secure this. Pushing through the side halls. Spots the first. Surely makes it 2 buzzes there to finish what Glaive could.
No, it doesn't opt to go around the corner. Doesn't really check this fully. Here's going to be the swing. Nope, now there's the spot. Patsy eventually goes down. Patient as you like. That smoke needs to come out. Glaive has taken his space. Wonderful. Is he going to realize that there's a player so close? Nope, no idea. No clue. Glaive 1 for 1, but still an advantage here for Astralis. And 3 players ready for this A defense.
2 HEs on Astralis. Simpnix is going to drop his early onto ramp, but nobody to eat that in the face. Second smoke goes down. That's to the left of default, and now they're going to start moving. So Astralis will have to play a retake here unless they decide to explode through these smokes. They do some flashes, but I need to be ill-advised. Long game. What was that?
All into Siren now. Cheeky bit of chopping.
That was
not
mad.
Quite effective.
So much that they've got to eco again.
And a reminder, folks, this was 5-1. This is a 6-round run for Astralis.
Quite a reversal. And by Spirit not actually getting a plant in the end. Takes him out of a buy. Mid is up next and legs are spotted. That player in towards the ladder and trying to line up nades, and it almost leads to his death. The flash is ineffective onto Glaive, and well, I would have taken him for more there. Maybe his teammate can clean up. There's so many guys going down. How is this working?
Chaotic advantage here. I think that early damage may have coaxed them into a little bit of an overextension as 3 players in towards mid be chasing them east. Blamef actually died towards the bottom of forklift, so they're separated from the pack. Buzz gonna get one. 2-1-2 rifle by Spirit, loath to give up this potential advantage. This would be a real jump start to get this T side back looking good. Buzz facing. Doesn't go down, doesn't drop just yet. He's gonna swing. My goodness, Buzz asserting himself here. Brings Patsy down to just 1 shot. Device and Patsy. Duel for the round, a duel. Perhaps for Spirit's chances in this series. A lot rides on this moment.
Molly as well for the plant spot when Patsy attempts it, and with this time, he's not got a lot of options.
He's hoping Device is going to go for a little info and perhaps overextend, thinking he might have rotated A. But at this point, as soon as he reveals himself, that is not going to be an option anymore. Did Device spot it? I don't think so.
He's in a molly. He needs to get out. 64 damage for his trouble. Device comes in for the repeat and gets absolutely annihilated. I think Chopper was trying to spam Glaive falling off, and a stray bullet catches Device in the noggin. Righty. Man advantage for Spirit, and this time they cannot drop the ball. They desperately need to get more out of this T-side, given how the half started.
Going fast and towards B, it seems. Buzz is going to have another opportunity to hold strong. He's got support as well. Zipex coming through. Zipex can throw some flashes as well for some peeks. It's going to be a pretty contentious fight. Util sailing over. There's not a lot to spare for Spirit. Here comes the contact. Zipex dead without even dropping those nades. So that's a bit of a blunder. Buzz out in the open, but the flashbang catches his opponent as well. So he lives for a moment longer. 1 kill out of that is something at the very least, but oh, this is looking like a non-starter. Blame up, what do you got?
But if you wanted an indication of how this half flipped on its head, the round number 6. There it is. Siren finally ready. Of course, early on in this half, plenty of mid-aggression from Astralis, and this time Siren's on location to punish. Xipnix is still in the area, and actually he's called over Glaive as well, so they're going to continue pressing the issue. Spirit never going to expect this.
Blamef swinging through. Oh, traded out 1 for 1. Still working in Spirit's favor here. Patsy continuing to rack up the numbers, racking up the kills. To the board right now. Zipex under siege. He's alone. No utility to go through this. He's just going to do it solo dolo. Buzz's flash effective, but Patsy a little bit more so. Want to meet them. It's a 4-man A play for Spirit. And Astralis have so much room to rumble.
Do Astralis play A or B? That's the really big question right now. If it's B, the round's over. If it's A, they could be running right into a stack.
They're still holding the flank. Blame F just waiting this, so it is going to be B indeed. They've got the site with no damage taken. The bomb is down. And the question becomes, do Spirit want to attempt this 5-man post plant? Blame F if he finds his first kill on Patsy. That could determine it. I tilt this. Still give it a look, though. Will Spirit. Still through the choke point. No second dimension to this. This is going to be a tough one. Flashbang to clear the angle. Kills aplenty. Kills galore, but Buzz locks things down. This one, Buzz keeping it in check, keeping it in whack. And now Blame F and Buzz, the 2 Bs of the round. Well, still looking to pull off an A+. Stalling time. Blame F has already won this, and he knows it. So he'll back away. I'm continually impressed with Buzz in post plants on pistols, and also kind of just as like a late round player. Device. Trying him some wall banks. He's really convinced he's going to get this wall bang. Or maybe just trying to hold them here, show presence. Don't know what to set up. They're not really pushing the boundary anywhere else. Maybe trying to coax some aggression in towards mid. Oh, there's the spot. Now he's got it. Says, oh, that's why I wasn't hitting. He's a little lower.
I didn't know you could see that. Was Patty tucked all the way in?
I think so.
I've never seen... maybe Patty was down the ramp a tad, because that I haven't seen that engagement like that before.
Maybe seeing the wall bangs, he's getting nervous and just starts to slide up a little bit to offset the angle. But as it is, it's a big first casualty.
Two pieces of utility left for the CD side. Here goes the first. That's onto the side halls. Well timed. And Astralis might be due to pull a ripcord and put the brakes on for a second. They're going to continue going. Information handed over, and Spirit have everybody in defense now. Siren collects one, make it two. Wonderful is cleaning up the side halls, and this round has completely crumbled from Astralis. Time also was a big issue. I guess they had to go. Crikey. That round completely fell apart.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
They'd had no time to readjust. They had to just force it, and clearly the fights were a little bit labored in the end. Never getting good engagements, never getting good trading. Glaive's out, close player down already. It's just Magix on this half of the map. You got to do a lot of work now, Magix, and you don't know where to look.
No. He's in such a tough spot. He's in such a tough spot. Does have Siren and support actually down the steps, so Magix is not alone still. A 1-for-1 in towards mid. It's actually going to be pressure on towards A, and now you've got an isolated player here. It's wonderful out, and this could be over. I mean, you'd imagine this is a save. The money's putrid for Spirit. What a way to get back in. After failing to capitalize on the advantage in the last, Astralis come roaring back in with the limited buy. And that's a stunner. That is an absolute winding blow onto Spirit. All of the momentum is taken away from them.
That pace in mid from Glaive was incredible. Sprinting, takes down the player behind the sandbags, and from there the map is bisected. Astralis have so much control, and I was deceived for a second by the mini-map, but it just meant the sole player was actually on the A side of the map, and that was wonderful. And once he was dead, business, and these guns aren't going to get saved. Oh, Spirit would have loved to at least retain these just to do some economic damage, let alone even consider a buy.
Or on the second, rather. And Godsend, continuing the bad days for Fnatic, up 1-0 and 13-3 on the second as well. Looking good for Godsend. Your boy Mezzy not having a great time these last couple days.
He's not. It's not been a good week so far for the UK Counter-Strike. We hope it recovers at the RMRs. All eyes on that. And Siren. What's he doing? Grabbed his AK, and I think he wants out. Yeah. As Astralis look primed to keep massive numbers alive. We pray for Fnatic. Light your candles, guys. Light your candles, because it's not looking good.
Oh, trouble in paradise. Well, this one's not doing for Spirit. Running out of opportunities, right? 4-round lead here for Astralis. Money starting to flow a little bit. Economic pressure maintained on Spirit. They'll have an investment in the next, but there's just not a whole lot more of those to come.
I mean, let's frame this matchup this way now with our new information from the other games. Looks like Fnatic will lose. One of OG and Nip will obviously lose that series between the two of them. If you meet either of those teams, especially Fnatic, in the first round of a lower bracket, that is a rough draw. And you could be out tomorrow if you're one of these two. I love the call from Astralis. They've definitely used a keyword there of some description to say, let's fall back and just give the space. They might have known they missed the molly too, and Spirit get off their clear, but they haven't got a great deal out of it. They're calling, we can't see anything, but they're kind of wrong. Astralis were just backed all the way into ramp here. As long as they can trade, wonderful. And does he know that BlameF is on the... Oh, he doesn't have a clue, does he? He doesn't know BlameF was already on the right side of the bottom of the ramp. First kill is found, and he gets out of dodge before BlameF. That is unbelievably fortunate.
Blame. Is there a flashbang for this? Ooh, there's a spot. There's a jiggle. Now he's taking the space, taking the ground, and he's winning the fight. Big one found. Isolates Patsy here in the side hall. Rotations are coming in, but the deep smoke's going to limit their ability to have impact. Patsy's in trouble. Needs some support. Now they know they forced him in. Vice holding for this. But he can't wait forever. On the smoke fade, they need to take Patsy down, and they know it. Apex looking for this duel. He gets his bell rung, and now he's alone. He's alone. He's down to 1 HP. This one's turned on a dime, and they've run out of time as well. So at least he'll die before. Going to play a super patient style. And then it's become an issue. Had to force a few fights at inopportune times, lost a few lives, and then suddenly you're sub 10 seconds. And it's not viable. 55 on the clock as they're taking some ramp control. This might be a little bit quicker this time, but 1-4 will have a chance to have impact. Siren! Does he get away? He does. Chopper is lost, though. So it's still a casualty. Ramp cleared out, though. Good hold for Spirit. They may have taken a bit of damage in towards mid, but securing ramp gives you a space to fight from. And actually trying to come back into this. They may not expect Patsy to have stuck around in the tight corner. They don't. Zipex caught off guard. Would have thought he'd fall back towards site. And Patsy takes 2, leaves Device all on his lonesome with 20 seconds to go. Again, the clock an issue if the casualties weren't. And he might just get caught here. Magic's coming in for the fight. Magic's coming in for the kill.
And I think let's start paying attention to this calling from Astralis, because of course we had a lot of these slow AD faults and willing to give up ramp. I wonder if they're going to change the pace. Look at this. Faster in towards mid this time. Got a B fight here from Buzz. What is that smoke? Did that miss by the CT side?
No.
Or is it intentional to see the feet?
Yeah, it's to create a one-way, but the flashbang winds up catching them off. It's not even a one-way. It's just you see the feet and then you know where to spray. But I believe it's intentional. It's a cheeky angle. Chopper, that's a big kill to find. He's looking for more, needs more. He knows he's under threat. He's under siege here. If he drops this bombs down, but he's making them pay for it. He's making it expensive. Device finds Patsy in the meantime, so Chopper once again, spotlight on him. Blame F trying to come in for the fight. Chopper's reading it. Chopper's ready for it. Chopper! Not able to withstand. He did his...
There was no salvaging that situation. Magic's top spawn on B. Instant peaks. Buzz down already for the count. Okay. So what we need is Spirit. An entry. Opening into the round. A clean one at that. No space handed over. And they've got loads of utility to play with. Magic's even confident enough just to jiggle this angle on his nades. Now he's spotted. Glaive in return. Molly down. And he's just buying more and more and more time with all this utility.
That's a nade. That's a nade and a half. Zipex dunked upon.
So Wonderful's on the angle A ramp. He's telling his teammates, I can't see anything. Got 2B here. Smoke going down on the stairs. And a third leaning over. This is a monstrous defense now for Spirit.
Should be a tough one to handle. Siren getting up close by the danger panel. The boost up over the smoke. Is that going to be spotted? Ooh, Device will be. Oh my goodness, he hits the no-scope through the panel. Thought he was a dead man. Somehow reverses the situation. Card played, but there's still a lot here at hand for the CTs, and Magix is showing the impact of it. Device out. He's bailing. He's just going to try and save. 20 seconds. You'd imagine they hunt. He's got no health. But he'll try and play a game of hide and seek. Let's see. Spirit opt to seek. They will. Of course they will. So much of value if they find it. And he...
Game on. Spirit have broken the cache. Hero AK out from Blame F, and it's not traditionally the player you'd think would go in first, but he needs to on this occasion. Boost is going to come in soon. They're going to run boost the angle. They're going to go on the flashes. The flash is ineffective. Siren gets 2 and calls his teammates over. Molly down from Magix, and here comes the cavalry.
Leave. Headshots? Headshots? No. I mean, it is a headshot.
Whoa!
Not the way they were hoping for. That's quite the peak from Device. Crazy that this round is even still in contention. Gonna boost up the rifle. Let's see if they got it. Choppers come looking for this before. Oh, Device is getting the ground. Device is getting the ground. Chopper squad. Timing on the peak is good. And now last player spotted. Intrigue, perhaps out of this round, and Chopper wants to put it to a quick...
And is it Chopper? Guess it is a bit hard
It's
to tell.
usually Chopper.
Yeah, no need for Chopper on the map. And Astralis made their call. 4 loading up A. Flashes in, starting to explode. Wonderful is here, though. He's on sandbags, and surely can get a good fight. Molly's on top of him. Bit of a mess on A. But they need to clear him out fast. DD goes down. Patsy offers no resistance. That A defense crumbled immediately.
Well, now. That's very unfortunate. Another kill through the smoke, blinded up. Vice finding that one. This one's getting very chaotic for Spirit, and I'm surprised Chopper and Magic's commit into this. It seems to be feeling a little bit desperate on these smoke fades. They could find themselves a little bit exposed. Chopper right in it, on top of the C4. That's retrieved, but Chopper, he's trying to make this exact play. He knows it's coming his way. Blame F ready for it. Spots the feet coming out the smoke first. That was a cheeky attempt from Chopper. I love the idea. They're a little too wary on the Astralis side.
Do you think he knew he was stood on top of the bomb? I guess not, because he was inside the smoke.
I think he may have spotted it before the smoke blooms.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. The only way Astralis loses that round is because of a play where they drop the planter all the time. Is getting really low, so you see the full process from Chopper, but as you kind of brought up, they dearly needed these guns, didn't they? 2 saved, and I think they buy again in the next for sure. Now, I don't know what you do. I mean, their loss bonus can't be good, can it? After winning a few in the row, we'll see where their money evens out. Oh god, it's
Bad.
Grizzly.
Bad.
Really...
Buzz. Oh, here's going to be the contact here towards B. Buzz looking for it. There's the stack on the other side. He could be vulnerable. Spots it, though. Has the information now. Magix has taken out one. Buzz knows exactly where that AK was, but he can't catch him. He does. Oh, right on the tail end. Buzz doing tons of damage, but he's out of bullets. He's out of bullets. And so a 3-on-3 with some rifles that can be picked up and an Astralis rapidly rotating. This round is a lot more interesting than the Danes would like. Player up side hall. Rotation in here. Wonderful. He wanted the pacing, so he didn't stop to get a gun. What's he going to be able to do with the Deeg? No armor on any of these 3 players. No utility either. Just a couple saved AKs. And now they're being peppered on down. Patsy, 1 HP. Chances slipping away. Wonderful. That's been revealed now, too. Slightly lesser weaponry.
Couldn't device see this?
Ooh, we can see the jump for sure. Gonna try and punish it. That's a tricky shot to hit online. So it's not going to land. Minute on the clock. Astralis have to be wary not to make the timer their worst enemy again. It's been a problem with them throughout this half. 50 seconds. They don't have a lot to show for all this time that's been whittled down. Don't even have mid-presence at this point.
Massive kill.
That's
going to move the CTs around so much. Clearly, Astralis intend to end A, but all this pressure could do absolute havoc to the rotates.
They're leaving 2 players committed to sell this. Buzz looking for another pick over the smoke. Might have Siren here.
The bomb's doubling back.
Oh my goodness, he's not seeing anything. That's what they're calming. And now the flashbang comes through, so now they panic. You can see these Astralis players are shifting back up ramp. They don't know where to go. But the trade there. Ooh, and Blame F lost. Now they're going to go in towards B, but this is a little haphazard. 15 seconds, Alan, the time. Their worst enemy. The bomb's going down. If Patsy could dig this out, it'd be over. But no, he's not across the lip. And Chopper lost. Now the timer expiring. The bomb ticking down.